Welcome to my YouTube channel Perth Brightside. Before starting this video, I am not any consultant or Mara agent. The information I am providing based on my experience and knowledge. If you found my information wrong, please help me to correct it. Please like this video and subscribe my YouTube channel. Today's video will give you full information about how international students can return to Adelaide. Australian government has approved the South Australian government's plan to return international students to Adelaide. This is an important step towards welcoming back international students to Australia. While there are many elements still to determine, and needs to check regularly, please watch my video till end, as in this video you will get all your questions answered. Here are the questions and answers related to the safe return of international students to Adelaide. What is the progress on the plan to return international students to Adelaide? The Australian government has approved South Australia's plan to safely return international students to Adelaide. South Australia is the first state in Australia to receive this endorsement. Can I travel to Adelaide for study now? No. Australia's borders are currently closed to temporary visa holders, including international students, and entry to Australia remains strictly controlled. Travel to Australia is only available for people who are exempt or have been granted an individual exemption. I have given official website link for travel restriction and exception in my description. When will students be able to return to Adelaide under this plan? It is anticipated that students will start to return to Adelaide in the second half of 2021. That means it can be start after September 2021. Can students from all countries return to Adelaide under this plan? Yes, many countries and regions will be included in the returning students plan, and, as with all elements of the plan, this will be guided by advice provided by relevant state and national health agencies. Where is the quarantine facility? The dedicated quarantine facility, using pre-existing purpose-built student accommodation, is located at the Flight Training Adelaide, FTA, Parafield site, and it is only about a 30-minute drive from the city centre. How long will the facility be used for? The facility will be used for as long as there is a requirement for this type of quarantine service. How much will quarantine cost and who will pay for it? The cost of quarantine is still being calculated. It will be paid for by students and the education institutions participating in the program. How many students can be quarantined at one time? The quarantine facility will house 160 students at one time. Is it compulsory to quarantine? Yes, everyone travelling to Australia from overseas is required to quarantine in a dedicated facility. Therefore, all students who wish to return to Adelaide will need to quarantine at the FDA facility for a full 14 days. Students will be tested throughout their quarantine period and will need to return a negative COVID-19 result to leave the facility. Which means, until students' report will not come negative, students must be in the same quarantine. I have received a COVID-19 vaccination. Do I still need to quarantine? Yes, all returning travellers are required to quarantine even if they are fully vaccinated. I have created separate video on which vaccine international students should take. Please check it for more details. How will students be selected? The selection process is still being determined and not decided yet. It will involve a combination of factors including health requirements for travel and quarantine, course requirements, quarantine capacity and airline connectivity. A valid passport and student visa will be required. Do I need to apply for an individual travel exemption to participate in the return program? No. Please do not apply for a travel exemption or attempt to travel to Australia at this point. Your education institution will be in contact with you at the appropriate time if you are selected for the return program and will advise on next steps, including the exemption process. Do I need to be vaccinated to participate in the return program? No, proof of vaccination is not a requirement for any returning traveler at this stage, including students. Which means if you are selected for the return program, though you have not taken any vaccine, you can come to Australia. Maybe after landing to Australia, students will get vaccine and have to be quarantined 14 days. Is there a minimum age to participate in the program? Yes. A student currently needs to be 18 years or older to be eligible to return to Adelaide on this program. Students currently studying in Year 11 or 12 at a South Australian school are not allowed to return. They can check information on individual exemptions webpage. Please check description for website link. Can dependents, spouse, child, be included in the program? No. The program is only for international students selected by their institution. Is there anything I can do to prepare to return to Adelaide? Students should stay connected to their education provider. They will provide full information and process. This is the end of today's video. I hope you like it. Please press like and subscribe the channel for more updates. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye and take care.